This roofing company in Dallas, Texas gets 80% of its leads from one YouTube video. And in this video, I'm actually going to break down how they did it, how it can benefit you, and how you can implement the same strategies. So let me share my screen and let's get straight into it, because this is probably one of the best case studies that I've seen in a while. Okay. And the reason being is because the statistics just don't lie. You know, it makes a lot of sense, and businesses like this can actually implement these same strategies anytime, right? So let's get into it. Their home services roofing, based in Dallas, Texas. Shout out to Dallas. And they're a 22-person roofing contractor, and they published a video titled "How to Spot Storm Damage on Your Roof Before Calling Your Insurance Company." Now, of recent, there has been a lot of storms happening in that part of America, and storm damage, of course, nobody wants that. So this type of video specifically speaks to a specific audience who don't want that to happen to their house and their roof. Now, the video has 190,000 views. It's still generating qualified service calls every single month for 18 months past filming. You cannot get any better than that. And Mr. Beast would call this video a banger. This video is about the power of one perfectly positioned piece of content. Okay, so let me break this down. 190K views. That's a lot of views for one video, especially with something with such, search intent. That's what you want. You want people who's looking for these things, how to spot things on my roof, and they find your video, right? But they're not going to find your video if you don't have any. Right, it's still converting 18 months later. That is a beautiful long tail of attribution, okay? Because a year and a half later, and it's still producing results. And this is the beautiful thing about YouTube and videos, what I call video as an asset class, okay? This is why I talk about YouTube enterprise for businesses, because that one video can literally yield more results than you can even fathom, right? It can bring in future gains just from filming once. That's what you gain with YouTube. So let that number sit. High search intent, emotional urgency. As I said, people don't want their roof damaged when a storm eventually arrives. So how to spot these things is perfect for that person who's trying to prevent and not have, a medicine. They want a prevention, not the cure, right? So local relevance, and there's an insurance angle. So there's another caveat to that, what I actually like. The fact that it has Dallas, right? It's like, okay, this is specifically going to be for them because that's where they're based, right? Also, it's got the insurance angle. So it's then giving people more information to actually really chew on and think about, because people's insurance situations might be very different, okay? Then we've got the month 1 versus month 6 versus month 18. So this is what an evergreen piece of content looks like, where it's just going to keep running, because people are always going to have roofs. There's always going to be a storm, and people are always going to pay insurance. So with those things just as continuums, this is a great video for many, many reasons. And one great video in the right position beats 100 mediocre videos or mediocre ads every single time, right? And Mr. Beast has referenced this. He says it's easier to make 5 million views on one video than 5 million views on 100 video, because you've just got to put in the effort and curate it in a specific way. And this one, they might have not even thought about it that too deeply, that this was like, hey, look, how to spot storm damage on your roof before calling your insurance company. Somebody could be searching for that exact phrase. So I love that, okay? Now the metrics, let's get into it. Monthly leads before YouTube, 34, and that was just through paid ads only, okay? Whether that's Meta, TikTok, Google ads, doesn't matter. That's what they was actually getting. 12 months in, 91, mostly organic. Like we said, from that one video, they was pulling in 91 monthly leads. Now, a roofing contractor, I don't know, they could be spending, let's just call it 12,000 for one job. So if you're getting 91 leads, that's potentially $1 million. Sorry, let me just double check that. 12,000 times 91. Yep. That is just over $1 million of potential business for your business. That's fantastic. Cost per lead $88 via Google Ads. Okay, then it went to zero via YouTube because they had this one video just printing leads because people was like, hey, I need this, let me click the link in the description. And that's how YouTube works, especially when you tie it to YouTube Enterprise, right? It's make the information available and then let people find it because people are searching and they're on the platform every single day. Video views month 1, 1,200, 190,000 plus total by month 18. Phenomenal. Monthly ad spend 2,800. Then it went down to 400. So it reduced by quite a considerable amount there. Right? We're talking about $2,400 reduction in monthly ad spend. That's good savings for the business. And they can move that funds into different places. Okay. So revenue attributed to the video. Before, they couldn't really track that. I show you and show clients how to actually track their attribution to videos and links and different things they've got set up with the software that I use called First Party. Link is in the description. 12 months in, $1.1 million over 18 months. So they couldn't track it before, and now they've got to track it and know it's about 1.1 million views attributed to that one video. That is obviously a very, very fantastic situation for that business. But you've got to just really look at the basics here, what's being done. The things that have been done are they've hit a specific pain point. They've hit a specific topic, a specific city, a specific angle with the insurance play, because some people will be probably worried about that. They'll be thinking, yeah, but the insurance, are they going to cover it, right? That could be a concern for that customer. So the fact that they've covered that in the video is brilliant YouTube strategy. So they filmed a video of how to spot a storm damage on your roof before calling your insurance company. It's a bit of a mouthful, but it doesn't matter. 91 leads each month, 1.1 million in potential business. Revenue attributed to that one video. Okay. So Thursday afternoon in March 2023, it generated qualified service calls every single month since same video, zero ad spend, 3 years running. So the bottom line here is that this company in Dallas built a 1.1 million revenue pipeline from a single YouTube video. Costs nothing to produce, and it's the best. The best content does not expire, it compounds. And that's something I want you to really, really, really let sink in, okay? The best content doesn't expire. Once you put that video on YouTube, it's just going to live there. It's like a book in a library, okay? Someone's going to come and pick it up and read a few pages or watch a few minutes, and then they're going to glean something from that. And that's how you got to think. Every video is like a deposit in that library we call YouTube. And in this library, rather than just paying, you actually can make money for your business, because people are going to watch the video, they're going to use the call to action, and they're going to take action and go to the link in your description if the thing that you're offering is matching their needs and desires. That's how it is. So I did a video on my channel you can look at, and I basically said, I'm done. I've quit consulting forever, because I got to a point where I'm like, I'm just repeating a lot of the things that I'm saying anyway, and I need to systemize them better myself. So these strategies that I talk with through clients are basically around that, but I don't need to consult one-on-one. I just make a YouTube video. Any idea for a consultant strategy that I might have had in the past can just be a YouTube video. Now that I develop software for enterprises, I've taken it to an extreme, right? It's like I've taken all those ideas and concepts and hard coded them into software for tools, or as tools that other businesses can use, because I already know what a lot of the same problems people were coming across. So I just systemized that, right? And the same thing I want you to do with your YouTube. And if you don't know how and you're looking at that, that's totally fine. That's why I do these videos for YouTube enterprises, people who are already doing a certain amount of revenue per month, or some businesses who are doing revenue but haven't figured out the YouTube thing. And this is not some, like typical common agency. I actually build the software myself with these hands, and I have hard coded and fine tuned these softwares to be beneficial to businesses like you, specifically like this example here, right? Law firms, contractors, it doesn't really matter because the principle is the same. So if you like this video and you'd like to learn more about the software that can help track your attribution so you know where the money is coming from your content, which is very important, then just click the link in the bio. You can book a call, book a demo specifically. I'll walk you through the software myself and explain how it works and how it can benefit your business. And if you need me inside of the business, we can discuss that as well. But there's a few questions to fill out just to see if it's a fit. And that's pretty much it. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.